James than them, so it's just a tough night.
So, Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max, ESPN Radio, James Harden, and the Sixers lose to the Pistons, 102-94. But here's what's interesting, okay? Guys, you hear what Doc Rivers had to say?
Uh-oh.
About, like, did he lose Ben Simmons when he started criticizing him? You hear what he had to say about the dude they traded Ben Simmons for, a certain James Harden? After the game, Rivers was asked about it because the bench struggled, right? So he was asked about the bench. And listen to what how Doc answers.
Well, they didn't struggle. They didn't get a lot of shots, in their defense. I think during that stretch, it was more James, than them. So, yeah, that's just a tough night.
What's so funny?
Because I just, when you hear it again and again and again, it just makes you like, okay, well, maybe, I don't know, maybe he is pointing the finger at James on this one.
Mm-hmm. Well,
1,000%.
The bench scored seven. It
was 39-8.
The Sixers scored 7 points in the final 5:52 of the game.
Bench points last night. Philly scored 8 bench points. Detroit scored 39.
He's blaming it on Harden. Why, Jay?
Well, I don't think he's blaming it. I think he's saying that the struggle. Mm-hmm. He said James struggled more so than the bench.
Well, no, but
that's what I thought too originally.
But
Jay.
He said they couldn't find shots because James Harden's ball hogging is what it sounded to me.
And then I heard that, Max. The first time I heard what Jay said. The second time I heard what you said. But then I have a theory. Does he mean that he was running the offense through James? And James started struggling, so therefore the other guys couldn't get shots. Or Jay, is he saying, like Max said, is he ball hogging it?
I think it's key, the struggle of James Harden. Here, James Harden has been horrific in the fourth quarter of the last 6 games. He's 4 of 18 from the field, 2 of 10 from the three-point line with 8 turnovers in the last 6 games in the fourth quarter. That's horrible.
That doesn't sound very good to me.
So what I saw last night, I was sitting there saying, you guys lose to the second to last place team in the Eastern Conference with 6 games left to go in the regular season. Now, people are going to tell you, oh, well, Joel Embiid did his thing. I'm like, I need more from you, Joel Embiid. I know what I need from James Harden, but I need more from you, Joel Embiid. This is where we're talking about Jokic. We're talking about Giannis dropping 40 points, 16 rebounds, a block against Joel Embiid in the last game.
Embiid's losing the MVP right now. Like he's letting it slip away.
Yeah. You can't lose these type of games.
I have a question for you, Key. Okay? Everyone listen, if you work in the business, you hear James likes to go out, right? It seems to me at his age and his stage in his career, he needs to try to optimize the later stages of his career, the way dudes like Kobe did, the way someone like LeBron does.
The way you wanted Russell Westbrook too.
Now, here's the question. Key, what are the chances that James Harden can get that message and think, you know what, I'm not going out tonight. I have to change the way I live off the court. Is there any shot of that happening?
You already know what I'm going to say. It has nothing to do with him playing basketball. You already know I'm going to say that.
Nice.
The first thing people want to do, my mic is over here. The first thing people want to do.
That sounds so much better.
Whatever. The first thing that people want to do is they want to point to his off the court behavior and equate that to his success on the court. Well, he was going out the first 10 games when they were winning, so to speak. And he's still going out when they losing the 6. So I don't see how you put that together because now he's struggling. Because he's going out.
No, this is how. He's getting older.
Like
I hear you. Look.
So
I like athletes.
He got real old in the last 6 losses.
I love athletes who do it their way. I love it. If you go ahead, go out and do your thing. There's so many great athletes who didn't do it by the book and they balled out anyway, and you love that. What I'm saying is if you stop getting results at a certain point, particularly if you age, Key, Jay, maybe it has nothing to do with it. but maybe it does. So why would you not try everything, especially in these moments of your career?
Well, look,
you're on a team who could win all that. Try everything that you
Max,
can.
if that is the problem, and you sense that's your problem, then yes. But if you know that's not your problem because you know your body more than anybody, then why change what you do?
But like, oh, wait, I'm confused on this topic. Like, were the reports out last night that James was out the night before the game?
No.
Okay. Is it just because we've seen pictures of that before that we associate that with now every time
Max,
James Harden struggles?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
That's
I don't associate.
So by the way, Michael Jordan was out before.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yo, if we could have had social media key back in the day, y'all see Michael having some cigars, cognac. What are you talking about?
Wait, but it's not even MJ that I was getting ready to tease here. Magic Johnson will be joining the show on Monday, this upcoming Monday. Magic Johnson is the greatest point guard by far in NBA history. How many championship rings does he have?
Yeah, but just because Magic can do it don't mean everyone can do it.
But
I agree with you on that.
That is very
Agree
true,
with you on
Max. Everybody can't do it, but it doesn't mean James can't do it either.
Key, here's the only thing about James that I will give Max some credit for to this degree. But it's not just about going out. I don't feel like James takes care of his body.
This is what I'm saying.
Like, but it's not just
but
going
I
out.
don't
It's
just mean
not just
going out.
going
I don't
out.
just mean going
That's
out.
just the way he's built.
That's what
It's nothing he can do. He's a Pillsbury guy. That's just what he is.
Well, if you cut out the Pillsbury, you're less of a Pillsbury.
No,
My
I
point
mean
is
his
this.
body is not going to all of a sudden look like The Rock.
I get it. My point is this, guys. Maybe I'm not even saying, oh, that's the reason why he's not playing. I'm not saying
It
that.
sounded
And I'm
like
not
that,
saying-
though. It sounded
hold
like
on.
that.
And I'm not saying that that's just don't go out. I'm not saying that either. What I'm saying
right,
is,
Coach.
as you age, stuff changes. And the dudes who have longevity, many of them spend a lot of time and effort on their bodies. So what I'm saying is
Say that the first time. Say that the first time. You didn't say that the first time.
No, what I asked was,
No, he asked the right question.
do you think James Harden is the type of dude
was a leading question.
who can cut that stuff out? Or is he going to be like, no, I'm going to keep doing it the same way? And going out might be part of the equation. My point is, you got to try everything right now.
Yeah.
Now is the time you got to get as serious as possible.
But I would say, Max, I don't think he's there yet. You know, when you start saying age and this, I don't think he's there yet.
But Key, I
if we
disagree
were having
with
this
you.
conversation 3 years from now, then his age would factor into taking that probably a little more serious, I think, Jay.
Yeah, I disagree with you, man. His blow-by rate is dropped off, man. Like, I'm watching the James I watched Key a couple of years ago, where he would hit you with that bop between the legs. He would just shoot by you. Now the James I hit you with the bop is like, ugh. Like, he muscles by you now with his upper body and his shoulders. It's not the same pop.
Sometimes there are athletes who shine for a second, even in their great careers. The point guard I saw James Harden play in Brooklyn when he first got there, when someone says it's the best point guard you ever saw, that's so high up on the list. He was a genius, a basketball genius.
You're playing
Where's
with
that
KD
dude?
and Kyrie. KD
No,
and
they
Kyrie.
were out sometimes. KD won there, and Kyrie was out half the time. The defending champs are not running it back, guys. They're running it forward. We'll explain that after Jay has this from Toyota.
Making a powerful statement.